All right, just in case it wasn't on mic, you're saying that if someone gives you a gift that's thoughtful, even if you don't believe in it or like it, you'll still wear it?
I will still wear it until I look at it like, why the fuck am I wearing this? Or why am I keeping this?
By the way, this started with Juanyto saying, yeah, I hate loose things.
Right. So you commented on like, am I eating my bracelet? No.
Yeah, you were eating I wasn't making a joke. I wasn't commenting on his weight. I wasn't doing that.
Damn it.
I wasn't. But he was literally like this. And that actually gave me a flashback. When I was in kindergarten.
You went like that?
No, you know, like in New York City public school, they give you pizza with chocolate milk. Like, that's a good diet. And I was eating the pizza, and the sauce got on my cheek.
Hey, yo.
And you remember. And then I went to wipe the sauce off with, like, the crust of the pizza, and I went like that.
Oh, yeah. So you don't use a napkin.
Yeah, so it could be smooth. And when I was a kid, I was just so embarrassed by everything, so I didn't want anyone to see. And then this dumbass kid saw it and goes, yo.
You calling someone a dumbass kid, meanwhile you're a dumbass.
That was smart. That was resourceful. I was saving a napkin and there's no waste there. I'm eating.
You don't want to get up from the seat, and you rather just do it right there.
And I don't want anyone to see that there's sauce on my face.
Well, how can anyone tell? Because the sauce of the redness matches your hair.
It wasn't on the top of my head, but to be fair, I probably had red cheeks too, so fair point. Right. But then this kid goes, yo, he's kissing his pizza? I'm gonna do that shit. And then he starts kissing his pizza. I'm like, you idiot. But then I gotta double down and be like, he thought that was cool. So I'm like, hell yeah, I was kissing the pizza.
I'm like, nah, it's pizza. Who wouldn't kiss your pizza?
You what? You don't love pizza?
You'll burn your lips, but yeah, fuck it.
All right. Anyway, my guest today, DJ, radio personality extraordinaire, Mexican bracelet wearer, DJ Juanyto, aka DJ John. Thank you very much. If you don't mind.
Hello, camera. This guy. Hello, camera to that guy. Hello to that's.
Yeah, he can't see you.
Yeah. Anyway.
That's
yeah. Thank you, man.
Thanance for coming, man.
Appreciate it. This is fun.
Yeah, we were just talking before about how you DJ'd at my show for the New York Comedy Festival.
Yeah, you had a lot of good family, not good family, but you had a lot of people that come support you, and it was good energy.
Thanks.
Good vibes. I think your mom was there.
My mom was definitely there.
Your dad was there.
My dad hasn't been there in my life at all, so thanks for bringing that up.
Damn, you're like Syfe. He doesn't even know his dad because dad never existed. But anyway.
Never existed.
Never existed.
Well, his is different. His dad died when he was super young. My dad's still alive.
Oh.
So I think that's worse. We've gone back and forth about what's worse.
Oh, dad's not being there, but he's alive, but dad's not there ever because he died.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what's worse.
I think I have it worse.
Yeah, he actually knows in the back of his mind, I don't want this fucking kid.
Yeah, exactly. He has a choice.
He's like, nah, he got it. He don't even.
But when you put it that way, nah, he got it, then that would mean that he would have confidence in me. So maybe that's better. But that's not what it is. He's just a drunk.
Yeah, I guess so. What is he? What are you, Irish?
Dominican.
Doesn't make sense.
What?
I never met a red-haired Dominican.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm Liam. Nice to meet you.
All right.
He's an alcoholic. He just drinks Brugal. No, yeah, he lives in Ireland. He's like, have you ever seen Shameless, the TV show?
Yeah.
You know Frank Gallagher?
Yeah.
My dad's like the Frank Gallagher of Ireland.
Oh, wow.
Like, he's just like out in the streets, just drinking, making enemies, but then like scamming people and complaining about how people scam. You know what I mean?
When's the last time you've been to Ireland?
Last year.
Really?
Yeah.
What's that river that has it's a McCormick Bridge, or is it? It's like a pretty notable bridges.
Talking about Dublin.
Dublin, yeah.
In I think it's probably McCormick. I
was drunk when I went, so it was like whatever.
Well, yeah, you have no choice.
Yeah.
Once you get off the plane, they're like, here, have 3 shots of Jameson.
3 shots of Jameson. Yeah.
As soon as you said Ireland, what's that river? I thought you were immediately gonna be like, with the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. But yeah, I go pretty often because I have more family there than I do.
I really don't go racial right away. I just like wait and simmer, let it cook on the stove. Like it's gonna come out, and eventually, when you're racially thoughts come out, then we'll go in.
Racially, was any of that English?
No, not at all. I make up words on the fly, so I think I have a little bit of a dyslexia. I think I discovered that last year.
Well, just last year? It took that long?
Yeah.
That actually is a question I wanted to ask you, because I've been a fan, I've told you this, but I'm a fan of the morning show for a long time, and I've been listening to you guys for a while.
Why are you still listening? No, I'm joking.
Honestly, no disrespect, I don't listen as much because I'm just not up that early anymore.
Yes.
But I do, but I'll sometimes watch like the clips and the interviews and stuff. But I'm a big fan of the morning show, and I want to ask because you guys do a segment with you where DJ John. It's basically like, are you smarter than DJ John?
It's premise of that. It was always something similar, or something that for the last 10 years or so, it was, are you smarter than a Mexican? There was a version where they try to go racial,
racist.
Ebro tried to do with Mexican word of the day. That didn't work. And, I had some things to say about it. Because no one's gonna say, Asian word of the day or Italian word of the day or black word of the day. So I'm like, I don't know if this is gonna fly. I mean, it's funny, yeah, but
it is, but it sounds wild.
It sounds wild.
So it was what we're hearing now. Is that just like almost like the PC version of the Are you smarter than a Mexican? Basically,
No.
what we're getting to is the bottom of this is Ebro's a racist.
No, not at all. No. So the DJ John came about when my parents are immigrants. First generation, and growing up was a thing of just like, yo, my mom was like, don't speak Spanish. So my first language was Spanish. She's like, you don't speak Spanish around certain people.
White people.
Right. Because back then, which is so funny right now, immigration was a big thing back then, like as far as getting deported, stuff like that.
Yeah.
And so this is like in the 80s. So I tried to hide my accent, and then over the years, just it kind of went away, and it did, and now I'm trying to get it back. So my Spanish is okay, it's decent, but if you put me in the trenches, I could easily get by. So my Spanish on the radio is different than my regular Spanish when I talk to
other Spanish-speaking people.
Yeah, it's different. You could definitely tell. It's like Damos and caballeros. Aquí tenemos a Liam.
You sound like a soccer announcer.
Yeah, como un pendejo. Go! Right? So my Spanish, I didn't feel it was natural. And it's just different.
That is usually a stereotype of Puerto Ricans in New York.
I'm not Puerto Rican.
I know. You're Mexican.
Damn.
That's why we get along, because Irish are the Mexicans of white people.
I think
this is what I've been told my entire life.
We both like beer, yeah.
We're both alcoholics.
Okay, all right.
Both partiers, hard workers.
Yeah, Irish people that I know, you plus two, are very hardworking people. But yeah, so my mom tried to make it a thing, and then so fast forward, we're doing a show. They said something to me in Spanish. I tried to do something in Spanish. I botched it. Roseburg made a funny bit out of it and basically said, well, you're not Juanyto, but your real name is John, but they call you Juanyto. Why? We should call you by your government name, which is John.
Yeah. He was basically taking your Spanish card away from you.
Oh, yes, totally.
The white man was taking the Spanish card away from you.
Gentrify me.
Hey,
it's
yo.
Crazy.
You let him gentrify you?
Yeah, man, it's crazy. So then we had this song that we played, and it just catched. So Roseburg started singing it, and
it's a catchy song. Do you know that song?
It's only 2 words.
How's DJ John? It's DJ John. It gets annoying fast, but it's a catchy song.
Pretty much. and then it from there, just the rest was history. Now I'm living a dual DJ life, where's DJ John and Juanyto. So
it's a little, and I mean no disrespect, I love you.
Thanks.
Please love me back.
Okay.
I mean no disrespect. It's a little emasculating to go like I'm this cool DJ Juanyto, and then they're like, shut up, DJ John.
Yeah, it's weird because it's like,
hilarious. I love it as a comic, but
I think the radio part of it is just trying to be truthful to who I am, and I try to my best not to act impulsive. I know it's still radio. I know we try to make light, and my segments particularly is a cool way to give away tickets and prizes.
Yeah,
and try to get a funny bit. And I think in this climate, and I think for the last 10 years, Ebro does a great job articulating what's going on in America, what's going on, and giving his opinion. But it's not only him; it's Laura, Pete. Culture, Cass, everyone puts in their own input on it, and whatever it is, they add their own piece. But they know when it's this time, it's like kind of like, and I hear it a lot. and I've been here a lot, it's like their favorite moment because it's fun, it's light,
and
I get it.
I agree.
So I take it, and it's on a primetime hour and a primetime show, primetime station, and #1 market. Being proud of being the first Mexican American to be a host,
Hell yeah,
be a talent on a morning show, which I always wanted to do a morning show since I've been listening to Hot 97 for years.
That's like the prime like morning show is always the
I used
dream,
to record some of the morning shows when I had off on a Monday or Friday of some school on a cassette. So I used to record it. It's funny because one of the morning shows was at Love and Dr. Dre, and it was with Lisa G. And they had this thing called a roll call. And you call in and you're like, and had a dope song to it. It's kind of like you're rapping, but you're jumping in the beat. So you're like, hey, what's your name? My name is John. John, what's your name? Blah, blah, blah. And they go back and forth.
Yeah.
And I did that, and I was so nervous because I was on the radio. I'm like, I was in middle school, and I was like, oh my God, I'm on the radio.
That's so cool.
But I said, I didn't say my name is John because everyone at school knew me as John. But in my neighborhood, they call me Johnny. So I was like, all right, it's not too far. But if you knew my tone of voice and whatever, so
if you know, you know. That's sick. And then all these years later on the morning show. By the way, let me clarify. When I say that's emasculating, I meant like I give you. I mean you're a bitch. No, I mean
no one pays attention to what you're saying, but
that's
okay.
True. That's true. No one's listening to this. This is just for me.
Okay.
I'm just gonna send this to Rosenberg. That's it. And be like, you see this fucking guy? You heard what he said about you? No, I give you props because I feel like so many people in hip hop, they almost want to be like too cool where they can't just be like, all right, for the sake of entertainment, for the sake of the joke, let me like take the backseat and be like the straight man almost.
What is your? Well, I'm interviewing you. Should be interviewing me.
I know. I just gave you a compliment. I'm just saying it's a very funny bit, and it's a very like self-aware, like mature thing to be like, hey, yeah. I'm like a legit DJ. I'm a legit like hip hop dude. But just for the sake of entertainment, let's just like do this bit. And I do agree that like, because part of why I love the show is because everyone's so well informed. And I get like a lot of my news from you guys, which is, I don't know if that's good.
Why? It's like you're getting your real news from Che and Colin Jones.
Yeah, exactly. It's not a good thing.
Why would you do that?
I'm just lazy.
No, I'm sure.
But you are right that like after all like the real shit that's going on and then they go to that bit, it really does soften like the morning almost.
Yeah, no matter where it lands, if it's on the exact same time or later in the show or whenever, it's for them to kind of reset and kind of give them a break. And you know, it's funny because my character or that ideal of a character was supposed to be for Sipes and Rosenberg's show.
Oh, really?
So from what Sipe tells me, I don't know if I'm supposed to be common knowledge, but whatever. Sipe told me like, yo, we always wanted you to do our show. And I must have been on once a couple of times during their morning show when they first started. And I was one of the board ops and producers for Sipes and Rosenberg before they got on. They did the primetime morning slot.
Oh yeah, because they did like a super early like what?
I was DJing with Sipe. I would go everywhere with him. We would go to Toronto, and literally everywhere. I would be with Sipe. Me and Drewski and Dominican Drew would always go. So, but I had the radio station, so I had my production duties. I had duties at the station, and what never leaves me is the love for radio, because I knew that was something as a kid. Radio helped me love music. Also, the music in the household made me love music. So there's a deep root of music. What keeps me at radio, keeps me love with DJing, and that all connects. So I know what morning radio sounds like because I would listen to it.
Yeah,
for different variations of it.
Yeah, how'd you start there?
I started there. Well, it's funny. I applied there 2021, 2022. I mean, 2001.
Like,
sorry.
You were just trespassing that whole time? Like, yeah, I guess we could throw him on. That Mexican guy is still here.
Yo, why is he still here? Does he have a key card? Like, oh shit, who's paying him? He's for free? Oh, this is great. I applied like 2001 during college. I was looking for an internship, and I got a call, but it was one of the it was owned by MS Communications, and they had like 98.7 Kiss FM, which is a older heritage station that had R&B music and hip hop all mixed in, and they also had a jazz station. So in that cluster, the person at that promotions called me for an interview, and I thought I'm going for an internship, or they thought it was a job. I don't know what I'm going into. I just know I need an internship to get credits.
And you love radio.
Love radio. So I'm like, all right, I'm in the same building as Hot 97. That's great.
Mm-hmm.
Whether I get a job at Z100 or K-Rock, which is I listened to because of Howard Stern at that time.
Mm-hmm.
So it didn't matter what it was. So it's radio.
It was just getting in the door.
Yeah, and it didn't matter where. So, and also I was going for broadcasting, sports broadcasting.
That's cool.
So then he's taking me around the studios and stuff like that. And I'm quiet and I don't say nothing. I'm just like, okay, cool. He said, yeah, you don't want to be a groupie. We don't want you to do extra, there's a certain mentality of the older statesmen at that time that they just pick at you and they just, push your buttons, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Which is kind of like, you take it, either you react to it badly or you react to it and you learn from it.
Yeah.
I react and learn from it.
Yeah. It's almost like how you earn your stripes, quote unquote.
Yeah, you had to pay your dues, which I'm a real big fan of. But there's, now it's different. Now it's a different era. So you can kind of earn your stripes, but also people find different ways of growing in their craft or in their field. But anyhow, that didn't work out because he thought I was a groupie. He thought I was X, Y, and Z.
What? Why?
Meanwhile, I was barely saying anything. I was learning and absorbing. When I'm really into something, I'm quiet and I absorb everything.
Yeah.
When I'm at a concert, I'm like, oh, this is fucking amazing. And the music hits me. Music really touches my soul hard. I cried during music. So I don't know if you know.
It has to be a certain. It's not like Lil Yachty comes on.
I can feel the emotion in the record. I could feel what their pain is going through. Even
if you're just listening to it, is it certain songs that always get you, or is it just at any given time?
Yeah, I think older Spanish songs get to me because I could feel it. I feel that what that they're trying to say in the message. Early Kanye, which is bad. I mean, not bad, but it's true.
Interesting.
Well,
what? Give me an example of an early Kanye
Hey Mama.
song. Okay, that makes sense though.
Hey Mama hits me. My mom passed away years ago, and that was a song I went to and listened to for hours. Hove's "Forever Young," because that's my late brother's favorite song. In that Blueprint 3 album, I brought a brand new CD, and I buried that with my brother because that was his favorite album at the time.
That's dope.
And it was I'm trying to think of what else.
I get that though. There's certain songs that will remind me of someone that passed, and that'll.
I mean, listen,
and then even some songs that don't remind you of that. When I
Phil
see
Collins,
someone,
I can feel it's just you could feel what there's. It's just Elton John,
and then live performances. I've had that before where it almost gets me.
Whitney
where I'm
gets me. It just I just feel it, and that's why I knew I love music so much. And I feel what they're saying, especially now with Bad Bunny's latest album. Oh man, I'll cry to a couple of records on there
with the mariachi kind of. I saw he did at the SNL.
That's so racist.
No, the thing with the green. No, I'm just at the SNL thing. He did that mariachi. Did you see that where he had the whole band in the suit? That was dope. I have no idea what he's saying. I'm that's getting me.
But it's true. It's you got to take photos while you're here with your loved ones, and make sure.
Is that what he's saying?
Yes. He's
I have no idea.
It's you're cherishing the moments what you have right now. Because you want to live in a moment, but when you're done living the moment, take a picture with the loved ones that are there so you can remember. Because when you get older, you're not going to remember.
So, damn. Isn't that crazy though? That says a lot about music, how you cannot understand a single word and it still gets you. That's crazy.
Excuse me, I'm drinking Pollo Camperero.
Hey, no, bleep that. They're not giving us money.
Okay, sorry. They had horchata. When I saw horchata, you know what horchata's like?
Yeah, I know horchata.
Okay, what is it?
It's nice
I'm joking.
milk kind of drink that I can't drink anymore because now it hurts my tummy.
Oh, damn. Well, you're lactose intolerant?
Yeah, I don't want to talk about it. I'll tear up.
Really? Yeah. Tear up?
It's a disease.
Or your ass to tear up?
Yeah, all right. That's for after the podcast. Yeah, that's for the Patreon.
Yeah. So I know we're off tangent, but back to
how'd you get into?
Oh,
Hot 97.
So then that interview didn't work out. I went to a movie theater screening with my sister-in-law and my brother, and she runs into someone that got her the tickets to the movie screening. It was downtown Manhattan, and she's like, "Oh, hey, such and such." Well, actually, I'll say his name because he hired me. He didn't have to give me. I went for an internship. He naturally hired me. Keith Johnson.
Keith Johnson. We're gonna edit that out.
No, okay.
We don't want to give him credit, but
okay.
So,
but he I called, and a couple of times I submit my resume and didn't hear back. Then I'm like, damn, let me be more persistent. And I just kept calling, email, and nothing. Right. Then I just left it alone. A month later, I called. Like, hey man, oh man, I forgot. I'm sorry. Yeah, you should have hit me up. I would have. Wow. I was like, you know what? Whatever. I wasn't trying to go back and forth. Well, you said to give you a call, trying to figure out. Yeah, such and such brother, right? Like, yeah.
But it's ironic that the first time you're like super quiet in that first interview, not saying a word, and they're like, "Nah, he's a groupie." And then now that you're persistent, like, "Hey, I really want the job. And they're like, "All right, yeah, you're not a groupie. Come on in."
When I applied for the role, I went online and they had this entry level, whatever, and I just applied for the internship. And the initial guy who didn't pick me, who didn't hire me at the time, ended up being one of my supervisors down the line.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy.
It's like, and I don't know, where he at in the world, but we've ever had one of those bosses that were dicks.
Yeah. Oh, you know him.
I don't know which one is that. No. Yeah, he wasn't and his overtime energy of people comes out, of bad energy comes out of people over time, and it showed that this dude was that. It was that. So anyhow, Keith Johnson hired me. I did like street team stuff around, went in vans. They had this dope thing called Patrol. You take the High 97 van, you drive around, give you a couple of prizes, go to this area and get lost and learn the area.
Oh, wow.
I knew New York and Jersey and Connecticut just by doing those patrols.
Oh, wow.
Because at that time, I was only in Westchester and Connecticut, some parts of the Bronx, but I was in college, and I would take the train down and take the van everywhere or the truck everywhere.
Yeah.
And,
that's got to be sick because obviously Hot 97 is the very like legendary institution, but like especially then.
This is 03. 50 Cent era.
Oh, wow.
Just starting off that so
people must be going crazy when they see you. Like when they see like, oh, that's a Hot 97 van?
Yeah, I was a nobody.
No, but I mean like just to see Hot 97 and you're giving away prizes, that had to be like a fun thing to do.
I mean, I bringing that van back to my house at times just because in between events, or if the event was near me, I would go home, grab a snack, then drive my way down. You know what I'm saying? Or, yeah. And there was like sometimes they'll allow me to keep the truck home, and I'm like, okay, cool.
You ever use that to get
gas? To get gas, to pick up some food. Yeah, for my lunch break.
Yeah. Food.
And
gas. You ever eat the food in the back of the van?
Change.
Oh, change.
Listen,
you ever get a flat tire? It happens to the best of us.
Yeah, all the time. There was a point where during that time I would get like the worst luck, flat tire, get in an accident. Someone hits me on the road.
Oh, no, I was doing a euphemism for erectile dysfunction.
Wow. Whoa. Wow.
I thought we were on the same page here.
Sorry, I wasn't paying attention.
When I said food and gas,
I was kids listening to this.
There's kids tied up in the closet, but we're still doing the podcast. Sorry. Have you DJ'd Diddy parties?
This is a recurring segment, by the way. He's asking about the Diddy parties, everybody.
Never been to a Diddy party. Never. Wait, have I?
Whoa!
You wouldn't remember that.
Maybe
would be
he got the roofie lube.
No, even Amber says she's been to all the Diddy parties. There was never no secret rooms, stuff like that.
Amber
Rose.
Yeah, you didn't have to name drop like that.
No, she said it on a platform that she's been to them, all of them, since she's been out, and she never seen none of these rooms.
So what does that mean?
That means if they did happen, maybe they happened at a different day,
a different party.
I don't know. You know what? That's hearsay.
That's all right.
I don't have the proof. I don't have the tapes. I don't have the transcripts. I don't have those files. But
we got the files. We got the PDF files. If you know
so
what
then
I'm
over
saying.
time, but the one thing about that era was the hustle was real. Like, so I knew I wanted to DJ more. I'm still trying to figure out the college. I'm still working with my dad who owned a restaurant.
Sorry, just for context, are you already DJing at this point?
Yeah, I think, I started professionally, yes. Still trying to figure out the lay of the land of DJing, of just far in being in the city more. Because I would do some college parties, I would do some local parties around my way. And I was just trying to figure out, and also like still have my commitment to my family to make sure they're okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, trying to make ends meet and trying to figure out that next wave. And then I would do like, there's these marketing teams that promote record labels, and they'll give you like items like vinyl, CDs, poster boards, and we would literally, they would literally go around and put up poster boards around the city, not me. So I would watch and observe.
Are you saying that because it's technically illegal?
I don't know, but I was.
So then, how do you go from street team in the van to morning show? Or on air, because you were on air before you were on morning show, or is that the first time you were on air?
I think the first time on air was probably before the morning show. I would do mix show. So I started doing mix show weekends maybe 2012, 2013.
Did you work with Flex also? I know Syph worked under him.
Syph worked years ago. This is when Syph was skinny and had no like
never was a
triple
thing.
Neck. So yeah, he would did that. I think my version of working with Flex or had any interaction with Flex is when I was on the street team working at Hot. There was someone that also interned with Flex and worked on Saturdays. For whatever reason, he was working with Flex, and then he had a street team job. During the street team event, he got fired because he did something he wasn't supposed to do. So that opened the door.
He went to get gas in the van?
I guess. Different kind of gas that you smoke. And he got laid off, and that removed his key card access to inside the building. Now, back then, you had that key card, you had a chance to like step up. Like you had a chance to at least network, meet somebody.
That was gold.
That was gold.
Key card, yeah.
At least you had a key card, you're good. So I had a key card and I could go from one side to another. There was a point where if you were the street team member, your key card didn't work to go to the studio side. They had limits.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And as a Mexican, those borders are kind of triggering. Sorry. We'll be right back. Okay, so you didn't fully work under Flex. Yeah, we're wrapping up soon.
I got a hard out.
So. I got a hard on. Okay.
Yeah.
We got
Trump's around somewhere.
Sorry about that. There's an ice raid downstairs. So, you don't want to leave yet.
Yeah, I mean, I could go for days and talk about whatever. But so then that opened the door. So I asked Flex, "Say, yo, do you need somebody on Saturdays to carry your crates or organize your Saturday show?"
Because you saw this guy was out, and you were like, "Okay, an opening."
Well, yeah, I felt bad, but I gave it like 2 weeks. I gave it.
Yeah, it's not on you. He did, but he obviously he's gonna have to fill that
and,
slot.
Me having a conversation like, yeah, man, I don't know, man, but so that was that. So I asked him, Flex said, all right, he gave it time, and going back to that prick of a supervisor, when I approached Flex, I guess Flex said, yeah, right. But he had to say yeah to the supervisor to make sure he's good because they didn't want people in different departments, mix and mingling at that time. And then he came.
They kept it completely separate.
He was hating, and he was like, "Well, I wouldn't allow it, but it seems like Flex really wants you, or really thinks that you really could do the job."
Just like from the jump, had a problem with you.
Oh, I was his fall boy, so it's like anything happened, I was it. Like, oh, I did it.
You ever think about like when you come across those people in life, and it's like, did they like get bullied by someone that looked like me in high school? You know what I mean? Like,
I don't really know what it was. I was just trying to learn the game, and at that time, I was learning a lot and watching other DJs how they move in the field. Like enough and Mr. C were the first DJs to
R.I.P.
really
Mr. C.
R.I.P. of course. I had a hidden joke about Mr. C. a joke that Calvin got a job because his real name is Calvin LeBron. So
Calvin LeBron?
Yeah,
I didn't know the LeBron part.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
And it was a old school commercial. Calvin got a job today. This and that. I forgot what company or what brand was it. And I always said to C was like, "Yo, Calvin, you got a job today? Hey, Calvin." And the thing was, if you knew a DJ's real name, it's like you got exposed.
Oh, really?
And then I found out his real name, and and it was like when I said it in a joking way because we were cool. But then I guess that was a moment either we're gonna be cool or he's gonna ban me for life. And you know,
took a risk with that.
I didn't know. I thought I was being funny, and I just wanted to, I treated C like he was one of the boys. Like he just was, if you will go with me, and I think we could joke around, and I never would go over the border or over the line, with anyone.
Well, that's how you got here, but. All right, we're going to cut these Mexican jokes out. I thought you would roll with these more, and now I just feel awkward. And
I'm trying to hold in my laugh.
Why?
No, they're pretty good.
I need your laugh.
This is for your stand-up, right? You do stand-up? This is what you do?
No, I'm a DJ now.
Are you going to tell the same jokes you did?
They didn't hear that. We don't know what we're talking about. We're running out of time, but I want to hear because you had a hard out, right?
Well, yeah, we can go close to it.
Okay, all right. Because
we got a good 10, 15 minutes, guys.
Okay, all right. Because I want to show you something before you go.
Hey, you know what? I'm not.
Yeah, there you go.
No,
there you go.
It's fine. No, there's no separate room.
Oh, damn.
Listen to Amber Rose.
Oh, fuck.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Okay, so you wrote to the morning show, and then I'll show you what I'm going to show you.
So fast forward. I think my road to the morning show was being around and experiencing other shows at the time and other morning radio shows, whether it's mix show, afternoon show, and learning. And then, of course, the night show is, with Flex. Mm-hmm. Learning all those shows got me where I was at.
Were you in the corner like, okay, so restart the song 15 times?
There is a video. So there's a famous Stack Bundles freestyle that gets circulated a lot. I get tagged on it every once in a while because I'm in the background wearing a green bubble vest. And I'm in the background because I'm supposed to record and watch out and monitor something. I forgot. Mm-hmm. But I'm in the background because I got stuck there.
While the shooting is like they're shooting the video.
Yeah, because he's like, well, and I kind of knew like, they were shooting. Mm-hmm. So like, let me try to get some shine. Yo, if you got a shout out or you in the video at that time, you like, all right, cool, I'm in the video. Like, you're not thinking it's gonna last forever, but I think Stack Bonos being from Far Rock just lasts forever because there's a lineage of Far Rock rappers like Chinks and so they just stand out. So anyway, what was your question?
Well, you were did you get shouted out in this? Now I want to know, is it just from the video?
It's just from the video.
Good thing you wore that green bubble vest.
Right.
They're like, oh shit, that's fucking Juanyto.
I had hair back then. So
I don't believe you. Check the tapes.
Check the tapes.
Okay, so you're taking notes. You're learning from Funk Flex. You're learning from all these DJs.
My board op days with Flex got me some shout outs because he would mention. But a lot of the mix show DJs, like we had a lot of mix shows from like Who Kid, Green Lantern, Clue, K Slay, who rest in peace.
It's crazy hearing back hearing the lineup now. Obviously, like I was like a little kid back then, but like hearing that lineup of DJs that were all on the same radio station back then. That's crazy.
But my love for DJing grew 1,000 because once you're around your peers, like if you're a comedian, if you're around other comedians, you're like, they get me. I get them, and I understand what it's gonna take. So I was like, yo, I have a lot of work to do, and I still do. I never think I'm not done.
I think that's the key, and that's also when you know you really love something is when you're never like fully satisfied because you're like, I'll never be satisfied. I just want to keep on growing. Pause. And then also it's the same with comedy where you're like, I get to
guys grow. They have all right.
You know what? That's worse than all the border jokes I made. Come on.
I thought they stay at one height. I thought
you were making a small penis joke. All right, that's fine.
I didn't think I just thought they were short.
No, but I also have micro penis. Okay. Can I tell you my favorite Funk Flex story just as a listener?
Is it the Otis or the
No, everyone knows that one. He
DOA?
When he started Otis 17,000 times and said, "Go for no reason at all. Go into the bodega and put your hand in the cash register." No, my favorite is probably like 6 years ago. There was this case of these cops that like graped, as they say on TikTok. They like graped this girl in the back of a cop van. Yeah, you know they say that on TikTok instead of RAPE because they'll get like flagged.
Grope and the other word all together.
Yeah, but that's not why they're doing it. They
ruined the fruit of grapes. Grapes are delicious.
They did.
Red grapes and green grapes are delicious.
I know. If you say you're a grapist, do you just make your own wine? Like what?
Doesn't sound right.
It's a weird thing. I don't know. Fucking Gen Z. You know how these kids are.
Speaking of wine, I had a shot with Carmelo Anthony on his wine.
Oh, I saw that. That was sick.
Yeah.
That was wine? That was a shot of wine?
Shot of wine, because he was giving out in those shot glasses.
That's rich shit right there, though.
Yeah.
That's
shot of wine?
Fire. That's fire.
Is that
But
some
they were
rich
plastic.
shit?
They were like, because they're at the garden, so they can't give you glass.
Yeah.
Just in case you act crazy and throw it at them. Then it's like, you fucking missed that shot.
Yeah, they even take the caps off the bottles. You can't have a plastic bottle. I don't know. Whatever. New Yorkers are animals, but that's why people hate us.
You're from Queens, right?
Yeah.
Damn it.
Queens. What do you mean, damn it?
No, you like the Mets.
I'm a Yankee fan, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm a Yankee fan from Queens. I got a lot of shit from it.
Okay, continue, because this is going to go on forever.
Yeah, I know you got a hard on, but we got
Hey, yo.
No, it's fine. No, it's fine. It's natural, man. We're having fun. It's hot in here. There's no shrinkage. But, okay, my favorite Funk Flex story, real quick.
Wait.
No,
You can't go into that knowing that Flex had a moment with Tyler Creator. You just can't.
Oh, that's one of my
was a
favorite.
moment.
That's one of my favorite moments. I quote 2 times a day. I quote, "What made you go with that verse?" That's my favorite.
shit's
Okay,
fire.
that's number 2. My number 1 favorite moment is there's this news of like the year before, these 2 like animal cops just fucking graped this girl in the back of a van, and it was like the court case was going on, and I'm driving, and Funk Flex is talking about it, and he's like, the results are in. This is like 6 years ago.
Oh.
The results are in. The rape kit came back, and the cop's semen was in her mouth.
Oh, man.
I was like,
Wait, that is what he said?
he dropped a bomb on the semen.
I must have missed that day.
No.
Oh my god.
That was insane.
Because I wasn't I'm not there every night that he's there.
I'm not blaming you for that.
Yeah, you are.
No, I'm just saying he is my hero.
You said hard on right before semen.
Sorry about that.
This is crazy.
We'll be right back.
All right.
Okay, so I do want to. Sorry about this.
This is the comedian podcast. You might have disclaimed that.
Yeah. This is all comedy. Anytime, any jokes I made. Listen, my dad's an immigrant. I told you guys that. Any immigrant
Your dad's
jokes
imprint?
I made. My dad's imprint. Is that what you just said?
No, what did you just say?
I said my dad's an immigrant.
Oh,
You
I
said-
thought you said your dad's imprint. Like, what?
You're
what?
asking about my dad's imprint. You're asking if Irish guys grow. I don't know what's happening here. I'm not
Continue.
going to Diddy parties. Okay, I was never there. I was never invited. I'm not a
bad.
DJ. Okay, I would have done like a 5-minute set if
Any
they asked.
potential employee, please don't. Employer, please. This is just
This is all parody. This is scripted.
scripted.
But speaking of comedy, how did you? Because you DJ for Michael Che and you DJ'd for Chappelle and stuff. How did that all come about?
Syfe. I credit that to Syfe. I
Okay,
credit
can we
a lot.
edit that out?
Damn.
Sorry, I'm just kidding. He's a good guy.
I credit the freestyle with Drake or Flex to Syfe. So and
That's a classic moment.
I did Syfe's Saturday show on Hot 97 years ago on Saturdays, and
Cypher Saturdays.
he asked me to roll with him. Like, yo, he saw me DJing. He saw me, yo, just want to roll with me, just whatever. So I was like, yeah, sure. He's like, I was giving him music and we share music and him being him. And that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So learning from him also made me learn more about Flex. And that you know.
Flex was his mentor, and like he interned for Funk Flex.
Yeah.
And he learned a lot of game from
But
Flex.
I also learned the relationships mean a lot in this industry. Like the relationship with Syfe also introduced me relationships to DJ Riz. A lot of important and also a lot of great souls in this game. You know, I mean, if we're talking about the reason we got the Drake and freestyle.
For those that don't remember, it's the classic Drake Funk Flex freestyle. He's rapping off the BlackBerry.
We just literally came back from Toronto. I don't know how long. Me and Syph, we saw Drake not too long ago. He did a Chris Bosh party, and we saw Drake at a diner, and he gave us comeback season when he had the Pico.
Oh yeah,
He's like, yo, he had his mixtape, So we're listening to it. Syph gives his story about how he felt about it, and we're listening to it like, all right, it's it's new. It's we knew it wasn't what we were normally used to, and we're like, all right, this is what it is.
This is pre-Young Money.
Pre-Young Money.
Yeah.
And then by the time he gets to Funk Flex, he's already Best I Ever Had. He's Young Money, So Far Gone. It's like we're at that moment.
So what is that time span? Is that like a year later?
Probably, I think so.
So last time you saw Drake, it was in a diner and you listened to his tape.
No, last time I saw Drake was at Sign 97. No, wait, was it?
I mean, like before this BlackBerry freestyle.
Oh, yes.
So
yes.
you had seen him at this diner. He's like, hey, listen to my tape. You guys are like, yeah, it's good, but yeah, it's different. Whatever. There's nothing really we could do about it. And then
I think Syph has his joke, or I don't know if he still says it, but that he had a chance to sign Drake and he botched it.
Yeah, he Chris botched it.
Yeah, there you go. He botched that whole. He was supposed to sign a bunch of artists and never signed them. So Drake was one of those. He was supposed to sign, didn't sign for whatever reason, whatever. I applied to working with Drake's team early on.
Oh wow!
Shout out to Mr. Morgan. I asked, like, yo, can I just work with you? Whatever you got me to do, I'll do. And I had.
He was like, how do you feel about A minor? Okay, sorry.
This is before A minor, bro.
Sorry. No, but he was still. No, I'm just kidding. Sorry, keep going.
So yeah, so that never happened. But the relationships between that grew and learned that through Syph. If it came through Syph, I cherish it. 'Cause I saw how he cherished relationships.
Yeah.
So the relationship with Michael Che was through Syph. Syph couldn't DJ one of his parties. I ended up DJing. Che liked it. He said, yo, I like the vibe. Yo, can you do more? Can you do comedy? I'm like, yeah. I mean, so, but a lot of comedians that I've seen, and I was always into comedy. Like the thing with Hot 87, they did an April Fool's comedy show at the MSG with Caroline's. The April Fool's Day comedy show, presented by Caroline's. You had Tracy Morgan, Kevin Hart at one point, Paul Mooney,
I remember seeing those posters.
Capone.
They still do those.
Yeah. So I always liked comedy. I mean, who didn't? So when Syph would start doing his, and I was already DJing with Syph, being around Syph will have me, Drewski, work on the day of the show. Like whatever. Either set up the turntable or set up the DJ setup or help out, whatever.
Yeah, and then helping out through that, then you make the relationships that he introduced. I mean, that's how we know each other.
Even the night Drake came
Shout out to Syph. He's connected us.
Yeah.
I made jokes before. He's a good guy. He's this... Sorry, keep going.
I think I always joke to Syph a lot. Oh, man. I told Syph... Well, never mind. But anyway, but like...
I told Syph you shouldn't have been at those Diddy parties, bro. All right, keep going.
Wow.
We're gonna...
You definitely DJ a lot of those. That the relationship through a lot of people, whether it's there's countless artists I can't think of right now.
But also he's one of those guys where if he introduces you to someone, they're like, all right, I know this guy's good because it has that, like he has that cosign.
But yeah, the same work ethic Syph has, I learned. I picked the things I'm able to apply and prove to see how can I do it better. You know what I'm saying? Or how can I just improve for me, and how can I use it better? Because I know he has his own style of doing things. I have my own style of doing things.
Yeah, I think that's the biggest thing, because it's not just, oh, let me do exactly what the person who taught me did. No, let me personalize it and make it my style, because we're all different people. Even Syph, Flex to Syph, they're very different people, but he still takes his version of that and makes it his own.
Even when we were, even the early days of rolling with Syph, DJ Juanyto was always with us. He was Syph's right-hand man, intern. He worked with Syph. You know, Juanyto did everything that Syph needed to do at that time during that era, whether it's carry his bag, carry his crates, work on editing videos, shooting videos.
Yeah.
You know, then while we're doing the show on Saturdays or prepping for this new morning show that he's supposed to have with Rosenberg, even shooting the first episode of Juan Ep, we did on Saturdays.
Oh, really?
After, so 4 a.m. to 8 a.m. we would do the morning show, or do Syph and Rosenberg.
The pre-morning show.
It's a before the pre-show, right? So, and then during that time, Juicy will be with us. He'll crash. When he wakes up, Syph still has to do his afternoon show. So from 4 to 8,
shit.
do Rosenberg, a Real Late with Rosenberg, or do the
One Up.
Yeah. No, they would just call it Syph and Rosenberg before the Syph and Rosenberg show, right?
Yeah.
So after 8, from 8 to 12, from 10 to 10 to 2.
You really are dyslexic.
A little bit, I think so. So from 10 to 2, Syph will have his own show, his mix show. He would, jock, do some on-air personality, but at noon he'll mix. So Syph was there on Saturdays pretty much the whole morning into the afternoon.
Yeah.
And on top of that, leaving the club, which, either I or Drewski or Dominican Drew would drive, or another person, I forgot who else was with us.
He's a psycho. He's just like from the club to the station.
But that's also, speaking about Diddy parties, he also learned to hustle from other people that was in the business.
Yeah.
From Irv Gotti, from Premier, from DJ. So, and essentially, I kind of consider myself part of this culture.
Yeah.
I am. But also, like, I have my own hip hop story. At 8 years old, being kicked out of Heavy D's barber chair.
That's crazy.
I was about to get a cut. I got kicked out because he wanted to get a cut. He come out and I was like, all right, that's my own story.
Yeah, that's pretty sick.
Right? So, but I think, so those relationships from Che and Dave Chappelle was through Syph. So if he couldn't do it, he'll call me. And I appreciate those relationships. And no matter whatever people go through in life, you kind of find a way, like, you good, or you just trying to find a way to kind of coexist. And
yeah, for sure.
He's been solid.
Do you have like a go-to, like a crazy road story with either Che or Chappelle? Or like, oh, this one party where fucking, that you could say?
No, with Chappelle
I guess Chappelle, because you usually do when he's in town, right?
Yeah, I never did a out-of-town show with Chappelle. Well, the one time I was out of town, it wasn't I had to do a Chappelle show. I was in Vegas covering a boxing fight. It was one of the first early boxing fights out I had to cover for the morning show. And this is my first kind of like getting used to what it is to do Radio Row, be reporting and recording interviews with boxers that I love boxing, but I just had to figure out what that world was. So that weekend was Canelo versus...
Shout out to Canelo, my cousin.
Yeah, you guys are twins. Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. They had a fight weekend, and Syph was out there with Che. I mean, with Chappelle. And I was like, yo, you out here? He's like, yeah. Yo, I'm out here too. I'm just, I got shit to do. So he's all right, well, come roll with us. So when I was done doing my interviews or whatever, I'll meet up with them. They went to the hotel. They did some rooftop outdoor pool party, and it was lit.
One thing about Chappelle is he knows how to live. Like,
but he wasn't there at this particular one.
Oh, really?
Like he was supposed to go, and then he kind of dipped.
Ah, interesting. Because he's a partier. He's usually in the mix. Like some people, celebs will have like an after party, and they're not really there. It's just kind of for show. Chappelle at after parties is in the middle dancing like he's fucking drinking like he's having fun.
But the same people that I looked up to are around. Like he, doing Chappelle shows is an honor because his crew keeps the circle tight. And
Talib, Mos Def.
Talib will come to the shows.
Yeah.
But it's really a pop-up, like, hey, he's doing a show tonight. Can you do it?
Yeah.
I was like, yeah. I have, I'll be able to adjust my schedule.
Yeah, it's always like 2 hours in advance, right?
Some crazy. But I enjoy it because
that makes it more exciting.
Yeah. So, those I appreciate. So it's not that much story. I mean, We did up going that weekend in Vegas. I think it was Migos, either Migos or Future. I think Future was doing Drea's, and we go to Drea's, and I'm fucking trashed. I'm trashed. I'm like, oh, what the fuck is happening? And then someone that was helping me, she got lost. I don't know where she went. I was trying to call her, my phone died. I'm like, fuck. So I'm trying to go to a DJ booth and charge my phone, and the outlet wasn't working. I'm like, fuck.
The DJ is your old supervisor that didn't want you in. It was like, this groupie's trying to charge his phone.
Groupie, man. But then we're getting trashed, and I was like, oh, I'm drunk. I think of a dope idea. Let me get content and interview Chappelle and ask him his thoughts of the fight. Who's gonna win? So I could use that audio for the morning show. I'm like, yo, I got Chappelle. This is great, right?
Yeah.
Even though he's been on the morning show, whatever. I didn't realize how drunk I was. So I heard the tape. I mispronounced Chavez's last name. I called it Chavez, not Chavez.
Well, you do that when you're sober too, to be fair.
Damn it, man.
I'm sorry.
You know me so well.
I'm sorry. Wait, so Chappelle, you actually did get the content though? He did do it?
Played it back on the air. He was super dope about it. I told Steve, yo, can I,
He's cool if I ask him. Yeah.
He's like, yeah, just ask him.
That's
I was
dope.
like, are you sure? 'Cause I don't want to get in trouble. But not only that, the relationship him and Saif have is dope, but there's also other people like Cardinal Fisher who I've learned to be a super dope person to know, and he's a good brother. It's through Saif.
Yeah.
So a lot of people like I know you because of him, and I will never do anything to jeopardize that relationship.
Yeah, exactly.
But I'm pretty much like that with everyone that's pretty solid with me. Like I'm pretty quiet, and I just don't really ask for much for people. And then, so that was probably the only crazy story.
That's hilarious. I thought that was gonna go different. I thought it was like I was stumbling, and I ran up to Chappelle, and then a security guard tackled me. But no, Chappelle, he's a very nice guy, but it is a tight ship that's ran where it's like it's good that you asked first kind of thing.
All right,
he's like the president.
Yeah. So a quick Chase story. I think it was we went to Denver a couple years ago. We went to Denver, and I
kind of remember seeing posts. Were you at Red Rocks?
Yes, I think
that's dope. Red Rocks is sick.
You've been there?
No, I want to.
Okay, all right. That's great.
Sorry.
Let me know when you get there.
All right.
Well, if you do go there, let me know. I'll go with you.
Thank you, bro.
You'll just book me and pay me.
All right. Thanks. All right. You heard it here first, folks.
Thanks.
Sorry, I interrupted.
So we're done with the gig, and like, all right, let's go out. I'm like, all right. I'm like kind of tired, but like, fuck it, let's go. And so we go to the first spot, and it's like this bar taco type of spot. It's like food, of just like mixture of Mexican food, but it's like a party atmosphere.
Mm-hmm.
So people know Shay. They come by, say what up, and then someone passes a blunt. I'm like, oh, all right, we'll have a good night. And we're eating, we're drinking, I forgot if someone's playing badminton or whatever. Then we're like,
that's when you know the party's lit.
So
shit, we got badminton.
What's the
swing that birdie, bitch?
And there was another person that was there on the show. She's no longer on SNL, but she was on last season. White girl, heavy set, kind of boyish.
Molly.
Yes. Super.
I know Molly. Molly's really
fucks
funny.
with Molly. Oh, fucks with her.
Yeah.
So me and her kind of came cool that night. We're like, all right, and I was quiet because I don't want to like, I'm just chill. I'm not going to act out of character.
Mm-hmm.
I organically kind of grow on you because.
Pause. That's a little. But yeah, grow.
Why are you thinking of my schlong?
Why do you think you're here?
Oh, okay.
Yo.
Fair enough.
Put the image up of Juanyto schlong for the audience.
Oh my God.
All right, fine. Don't put it up. Leave it. All right, fine. We'll keep it to ourselves. God.
This is like one of the Mike Wazowski or Zach Gandolfini.
Mike Wazowski from Monsters, Inc.?
Oh, wrong name.
Zach Gandolfini.
Zach Gandolfini. Is that his name?
No, you're mixing the guy from The Hangover with Tony Soprano. You're thinking of Zach Galifianakis, Zach Gandolfini. Imagine Tony Soprano hosted Between Two Ferns. That would have been... Jesus Christ.
Anyway, oh shit!
Don't put the picture of your schlong.
Oh my god! So we're fucking. What was I saying?
Molly Carney, you.
So yeah, we then we're like, all right, we're done, and they're like, let's go to a strip club. I'm like, oh, all right,
that's
we go to a strip club. I could swear on the car ride, I knock out. I just fall. I have this tendency to fall asleep. If it's a car ride, long car ride,
respect.
I knocked out, and then I wake up like, all right, so it's good morning. We're here. I'm like, fuck, where are we? Like, strip club. All right, let's go. And I fall asleep in the strip club.
Asleep in the strip club. That should be the name of your memoir.
I'm in the cut, trying to knock it off with my hat low, my hoodie like this, and then I'm like this. I'm like.
Are you getting a lap dance while you're sleeping?
No,
that'd be pretty badass.
I think a stripper was supposed to come by, and then she saw me sleep. She's like, "Go home."
Like, damn. Go home. If a stripper tells you to go home, you're in bad shape.
Oh, it's like, okay.
They want anybody there.
I knew I was washed. I didn't care. I was like, fuck it, I'm washed.
That's hilarious. Asleep in the strip club.
Yeah.
Get the Juanyto biography. Mm-hmm. Well, thank you so much, man. I appreciate you coming. In all
serious podcast.
It's called If You Don't Mind.
Oh.
Do you like that?
You never introduced it in the beginning.
I think I said if you don't mind. Oh, okay, I'll do it now. 3, 2. Welcome back to another episode of If You Don't Mind with Liam Dalton. I'm Liam Dalton, if you don't mind. Today, I have superstar DJ, radio personality. I'm a big fan of this gentleman, and he's a good friend. DJ Juanyto.
I do remember you doing the intro.
Yeah, but I didn't say welcome back to If You Don't Mind, so you were right about that.
Where were we welcome back from? Where were we going? Where were we before?
We were on commercial break.
You have commercials?
Oh, actually, my friend wants me to do it. He's been asking me to do ads for his business, but I'm also like,
what's his business?
This episode is brought to you by BRB Parking. It's a new way to find parking. Homeowners can rent out their driveway or their garages, and commuters can rent out homeowners' garages and driveways. I use this. I'll drive to the train, especially with congestion pricing. Now I don't want to drive into the city. I'll drive to the train, rent out someone's driveway, and hop on the train. It's a great, innovative way to park. BRB Parking. Thank you very much.
Oh, can you guys cut a check because I was part of that somehow?
Yeah,
I can always find parking. I'm gifted.
You can always find parking?
Yeah, I'm gifted, and I'm gifted. So I'm gifted with parking.
You're gifted with parking?
Yeah, like I could find parking anywhere.
And so, did you drive here?
No.
Why not?
Because I took the train.
Why'd you take the train?
Because I let the car parked at the house.
Yeah, anyone can find parking at their house.
Yeah.
You just don't move your car.
No, I'm saying in general, if I'm going out to a club, out to a supermarket, anywhere, I can find parking.
I bet if you
hard to find parking spots, I can find a parking.
You wouldn't have found a spot here today.
I know where to.
Where?
I can't tell you.
What the? You're not revealing you have secret spots?
Yeah.
Is that the underground Diddy parties? Is that where you park your car?
Wow.
All right, I'm sorry. We'll take all the Diddy stuff out. That was too much. But seriously, thank you so much for doing this. I am like a genuine fan. I feel a little guilty about saying the emasculation thing earlier, but it's just me trying to relate. I just want to be on the morning show.
Because he's emasculated. That's what he's saying.
No, but I like getting emasculated.
All right.
Well. Also, real quick, when we were at Sife's birthday that time last year, that was
he had a birthday?
You were there, motherfucker. Wait, where? At
his house?
Actually, I don't know if you were. You were.
At his house, right?
Yeah, last year.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that was like, you guys had no idea because I was playing.
Well, you saw Radio Royalty. You saw Sife. You saw Angie and Martinez. And then you saw me, Royalty.
Yeah.
Just me.
That's my holy trinity.
No, just
No, but to be fair, like, it was, because I was talking to you, Rosenberg, and Shawnee Culture. And it was when the Drake and Kendrick beef just started.
Oh, yeah. Wow, it's been a year.
Yeah, almost. Fuck. And we were all like talking about it. And I was like, oh shit, I just felt like I was on the morning show. That was super cool for me. Just so thank you for being a
at
friend.
Sife's house super cool for you?
No, I hate that. But being with you guys and talking hip hop was really cool.
Oh, sure.
So thank you for doing the show.
You want to do it more? You can do it more.
I would love to.
All right. Well, I guess I got to come back. Well, I got to go.
Yeah, you do. Do you have time for me to show you something?
To what?
To show you something. I'm making it as
You've been trying to say that for the longest.
No, but I was like, oh, but after when we wrap up, pause, then I'll grow on you and then I'll show you something. No, seriously, can I show you?
Yes.
Okay, so it'll only take like 5 minutes. I'm quick. But
wow.
No, come on. I'm Zach Gandolfini. Okay, so before I did comedy, I was a rapper. So I want to show. I've been showing people.
Is the rapper part of the bit?
No, this is true.
This is real.
This is Israel.
Okay.
Or Palestine. Pick one. Okay, so there's you might lose your job after this. No, I'm just kidding. No one's watching. But so no, a lot of my comedy friends don't know about my rap career. So just for a brief history,
Like Marlon Craft, you rap like that, or
kinda, yeah.
only because I say
Because I'm white.
yeah, and he has reddish hair.
I don't think he has reddish hair. I'm tired of people saying that people that don't have red hair have red hair.
Oh,
That's
you have like
cultural
orange hair.
appropriation.
You have orange, brown, light brown, orange, like the Phoenix, like X-Men Phoenix colorways.
What's going on with you?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just.
Are you
you're
tripping
losing
right now?
me.
You're having a stroke.
Yeah, I've ADD. Like, what's happening?
Okay, so, do you remember that show they did on Netflix, Rhythm and Flow?
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
So I got to that. That's my biggest credit is that I got to like.
No, I gotta see it. Oh,
They didn't air my shit because I went on a tirade, but I didn't. But I.
But they didn't put
for,
nothing out that you were on.
No, but I made it to the SOBs in person auditions, and I rapped for Cardi B, Fat Joe, and Jadakiss. Okay, I just want to get your reaction to one of my videos. Can we do that? It's just a sex tape.
You.
He's such a groupie.
This is not the way I thought this was go.
I'm sorry.
He's gonna hand you a tape soon, like a physical tape.
Oh my God, VHS tape. Yeah.
How many times a day, or like how often does someone come up to you and be like, "Yo, let me spit a verse. Let me spit a verse."
Not the COVID era. No. Not since. Yeah, it's probably before 2020.
Oh, so it's been a while.
Yeah. Because I'm always like, have my hoodie up, wear glasses and fucking kind of low key.
Do you have a go-to line when someone's like trying to promote their music to you? Do you have a go-to line? Like, are you like, what? Huh? That's your go-to line? When someone's like, yo, I'm a rapper, let me spit. I said I'm a rapper.
No hablo inglés. No hablo inglés.
Thought that was DJ John. I guess it's just another one. What the hell, man?
Sorry.
In the COVID era?
You're like 2 minutes away from just sending me a link. That's the actual line. I'll say, just send me a link.
Which one should I show him?
You should have had this.
Show him whatever one.
I should what?
Let me review this while we're doing this podcast. Let me just a live look. First impression.
Live look.
This in Queens?
Maybe.
Oh yeah, looking hard from the Dwayne Reed. I love it.
Shout out Dwayne Reed
With Mo Ammer's cousin.
All right, I'm glad I wasn't the only racist on this.
I probably won't be able to go to the show now, but it's whatever. Yo, that's a good show. I fucking love that show.
I still haven't watched it.
Well, yeah, it's fucking dope. Why do you look like the kid from fucking The Breakfast Club? The what's his name? The white.
Michael
the
Anthony
haircut.
Hall.
This haircut makes you look like that.
Should I bring that haircut back?
No, sorry. You should now grow your hair as long so you get the Jalen Brunson hair braids and just do box.
All right.
Let him listen, man. Let him listen.
He's not listening.
But is the guy in the boombox actually playing music out of the boombox?
Of course not.
Why is he holding it?
For
it looks like he's struggling. You're like, it's just heavy.
It's a big boombox.
Where'd you get that from?
Mr. Throwback?
Yeah.
He gave me that for free.
Oh, what?
He was just like, I can't get rid of this thing. You want it? I was like, yeah, sure.
You know him?
Yeah.
Oh,
I should get him on the podcast.
Yeah, he's a good friend of mine.
You know him?
Yeah,
Mike?
I met him through a mutual friend named Anthony Donahue, who's a Knicks fanatic, and he'll do these Knicks outings, and one of the outings will be like you'll play on the basketball court at the Garden before the game.
Oh yeah, that looks crazy.
So he will be one of the players playing. Mr. Throwback.
Didn't he ref it one year?
He did ref it.
Yeah.
Maybe he played 1 year, but I forgot. But he'll ref it, and then he'll be the most fucking hilarious.
Yeah,
he'll just call play, foul. Yo, I didn't touch him. Foul. All right.
He's a good guy.
Good guy.
Yo, so good thing Liam quit rap or no?
Oh, I wasn't paying attention. I was distracted by the hair.
It is daunting.
This is insane. This is insanity. I'm being vulnerable.
I like the Queen's reference, survival of the fittest. I like that.
I don't remember any of
Did you
this.
say Lady Kaka?
I don't remember.
Definitely, there was a Kaka bar on there.
Definitely, there's a lot of Kaka bars in my previous career.
You still rap?
No, I want to bring back some parody raps though.
You should write them up. It'll be good.
Will you feature?
I'll perform it. I'll write it with you.
All right.
I really like it.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
Can you play my shit on? This whole comedy thing was a front just to get this moment right here.
Yo, can I keep this?
yeah, as a treat. All right.
Come on, man, sweat on it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you, bro.
Thank you, man.
All right, can you rate my music 1 to 10?
Right now?
Yeah. No, later.
Oh, send me a link.
Thank you for coming on, bro. I appreciate it.
Love it, man.
DJ Juanyto, DJ John, if you don't mind, thank you very much. Like, subscribe, follow him. What's your social media?
At DJ Juanyto, DJJUANYTO. I'm looking at both cameras like I should be looking at one, but whatever. You
should be looking at Juan. Good night, everybody. Thank you, bro.
Thank you.
Appreciate that. That was fun. Sorry.